Yo, man 5 here, rank 1, let's do this, let us get this final stretch. We are almost undefeated from making this list. It's actually amazing. We've even had good opponents, except for the last one who decided to cuss us out on... I'll have to try and edit in annotations to bubble over where he swore at us, just because that shouldn't actually show up on my stream. I may have to try and edit that bit out or something, but we'll cover it up. My apologies to all of the YouTube and everything. I should have known better. I thought I was going to get congratulated or asked for a deck list. Instead, I was cussed at, which is probably not the best idea. So I think we can keep this. We can coin out 3 mana worth of things, so we'll just wait. Perfect. Alright. I think coining a double Voidwalker is actually perfectly fine. It lets us have Abusive Sergeant later. If he just plays something small, we can Direwolf. So if he plays like a Voidwalker and something else, we Abusive Sergeant. If he just plays like a 2-drop or a 3-drop, we have Direwolf Alpha. Oh no, because he doesn't have coin. We had coin. So most he has a 2-drop and we just Direwolf it. He might actually life tap, because I don't know if this is what kind of Warlock. Oh man, we have double Implosion? Okay. Well, we just stack some pressure on now. We don't know what to do with this egg. It could still be Demon Lock. We could just have to watch out for Hellfire. We'll see.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Alright, that was an interesting turn. So I think we actually Mortal Coil first, because we're going to be Mortal Coiling, period. We get Flame Imp. And so the question is, do we want to preserve the dog, or do we want to preserve the Voidwalker? I think the answer is to preserve the Voidwalker, so we will play Flame Imp. We will Abusive here. We'll take this out, leaving it at 1 health, and we'll slam into this. Overall, pretty solid start. We have Implosion to take on whatever he sends next. Even if it's Implosion, it's only a 2, which we can actually just cleanly Defender of Argus away, which I think is a much better idea. And the reason I'm killing them instead of making him trade in is that they can always get better value because it's a zoo list. You basically always kill the 1/1s. Bane of Doom, what does he get? What does he get? That's nothing. We could want to save for Knife Juggler Implosion, but again, I'd rather just get his stuff cleanly off of the field and just keep crushing him with this tempo game we have going. Next turn we have Knife Juggler Implosion, where we'll want to trade away at least 2 imps, but it depends on how big of a thing he plays. This is probably the original Bloody Face Zoo list that I'm playing against. He did get 4. So if we play Knife Juggler, we have space for 3 more. We trade 1 imp away. We will hit here. If we want to deal with this 4/4, we will Implosion here. We'll only get the 2, which is unfortunate, but it looks like we're getting good juggler rolls. We missed 1 juggler roll. So I think here we're actually going to take away the 1/1s, because that this 2/1 will have to be what his 4/2 runs into, unless he plays like a Doom Guard. Even if he plays a Doom Guard, the 4/2 can at best run into a 1/1 and leave it at 1 health, but that doesn't make any sense. Holy cow. I feel like I've had like a gallon of caffeine or something. I'm doing so well right now. I'm at rank 1. We're like 5 wins away from Legend if we just win out. So he's going to trade away, I think. It don't make sense. I'm going to be life tapping next turn anyway. So this looks like the original Bloody Face list. So we do have to be careful of a second Bane of Doom. I think we life tap. So we can get to Defender. which gives us a decent amount of power. So we'll defend it, we'll see where it hits. It hits, boom. So I think that while I want to race, I think it is absolutely 100% correct at this point to just cash these in. And trade in for one bot. That was an unfortunate roll. He gets to roll his boom bot right in again. But again, I want to make sure his board stays as clear as possible. I'm almost positive at this point this is the Bloody Face list. Yeah.
My shield for Argus.
Yeah. This is why I like to keep his board clear almost the entire time. We'll life tap. We found Dr. Boom. So we'll play the Void Caller and the Flame Imp, because this way he can give me Gang Boss, and I have Dr. Boom to follow up on clearing his board next turn. Unless he plays even more buffs. Like a second Defender of Argus could be pretty brutal here, a Bane of Doom would be annoying. We're a bit behind because this Boombot can just ruin our day. We might be dead. If he has Power Overwhelming Doomguard, which he's played neither of this game, we could be dead. Because that's 6, 10, 15. Unless he's debating whether to race.
My shield for Argus.
Almost out of time.
That gives him 8 power on board. We have to risk it. We can't life tap. We basically have to just hope he doesn't have it. Like, if he finds Abusive, Power Overwhelming, or Doomguard, we're dead on the spot. We're probably just losing this game. Yup. Why are people that rude? Like, you don't thank your opponent for losing. You just say, well played. Like, don't... There is no need to be an ass about it. Alright, so we finally picked up our second loss with this list. We're just gonna queue right back up again. I mean, Zyphers might beat me to Legend.
Gul'dan versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one. Your soul shall be mine.
I'm going first. This Mortal Coil is absolutely useless. This Nerubian Egg is sort of useless, but I sort of need it. And I need the Direwolf Alpha to make the Nerubian Egg worth it. Abusive Sergeant isn't the greatest here. If we get to something like Void Terror, it will be really nice to make the egg worth an absolute ton. We redrew Mortal Coil. I don't like it. We're just going to pass on because he's... Even if we want to deter them from the wild growth, it's really not a big difference whether they skip turn... like which turn they skip. So we're just going to go egg, pass. They still haven't fixed the swipe bug, so as much as Imp Gang Bus is a little bit weak, if this is the wild growth turn, we'll probably just play it. Oh! Face. Okay, so we're doing pretty well here. Their hand is awkward enough to make this worth it. And the question here is Imp Gang Boss more efficient or is Dog efficient? I think that Imp Gang Boss, because this, I think Dog is actually more efficient. We get in for one now, and we get to basically make swipe bad, whereas if we just play Gang Boss, swipe does everything. He just leaves with an 0-1 and kills Gang Boss for like 1 for 1. Whereas this puts more pressure on the board and doesn't give him as free a swipe. And we can also follow things up with Abusive Sergeant, or if we feel a need to, we can life tap. And if we draw Void Tear, we can Abusive Sergeant and just make a massive egg and hit him in the face. Innervate Coin? Innervate, what the... Rag? Are you kidding? That is the greediest play I have ever seen. That was the greediest play I've ever seen in my life.
Get in there, fight, maggot.
I don't know where they find these people. That was... He threw away both Innervates and his coin. But, like, I greet you too, like... I mean, I understand how fun it is to turn 3 a rag, but, like, if you hit the egg, I get to punish you really hard. Even if you don't hit the egg, if I have Power Overwhelming, you get annihilated. And now you swipe for maybe 2 cards, even though Abusive Sergeant already did his job.
Get in there, fight, maggot.
Do I want to play that? If he has a second swipe, let's just make it bad. Because I'd rather use Abusive Sergeant and Power Overwhelming things like this turn to make Boom insane next turn.
The beast in my side.
Holy cow, people are just giving me these wins. I don't understand it at all. I really don't understand it. I thought we life tap looking for a possible implosion. We didn't get it, that's fine. And I'm just gonna put bodies on board. Because even if he swipes this turn, that makes it basically impossible for him to deal with Dr. Boom, because he played BGH, like, for no reason. Force of Nature. Alright, so he has actually 0 ways to deal with all of this once I played, like... I don't know what he thinks I'm playing. Like... Can you deal with this, bro? Can you? Or are we back up to... like, I'd love to not drop out of rank 1 the moment I drop from it. This is actually a little bit absurd. Is he dead? 9... 17, 22? So not quite.
My shield for Argus.
Like, good luck this turn, bro. I don't understand any of the plays that were made by my opponent in this game. I mean, I guess I sort of understand the Force of Nature, but just like he threw away a bunch of valuable cards and then tried to card draw in the face of Dr. Boom. But like, alright.
Engaging TC-130.
MC Tech, sure. Like, you ain't RNGesus. I mean, like, even if he got there, I can Power Overwhelming plus Mortal Coil. Well played. Alright, I don't want to be like super rude, but like that was a very one-sided game. Because turn-winning Rag into a deck that you know will be playing Power Overwhelmings and Abusive Sergeants is not worth it. Like at most you get 8 damage to the face or kill like a creature. But we're back up to 1-star rank 1. Let's see if we can do this today. For 14 minutes is fine. It's getting a little into the afternoon. I might have to stop and go do lunch soon. But we'll see. I'd really love to be able to hit Legend like now.
Shall be mine.
So So he has Coin, so we want to make him have Frostbolt. Abusive Sergeant and Fire Overwhelming are both bad follow-ups to Flame Imp. Turn 1 Flame Up is probably exactly where we want to be in our lives. This is not much better as a follow-up. My deck's just giving me back all the things I said I didn't want. Greetings.
I greet you.
Just break all the things while we're waiting for our opponent to take their turn.
What to do? Mind if I roll these?
Okay, so we're up against a Freeze Mage. And we don't have Loatheb in this deck. So, what we need to do is apply a lot of pressure really early. Never leave free turns for Doomsayer. Like right now we have 5 power, we'd have 7 power if we have Direwolf. I can't Doomsayer right now because it costs more than that. Oh no, he can Doomsayer, okay. And so this is actually very, very good for us, where we get to... I mean, he sort of paid 2 mana to heal 7, but he didn't get anywhere on the board. Whereas he really, really wanted that to cleanly stop the board from happening. And he's not going to have any AoE, really. I should mind the Cone of Cold soon, but he's not going to have any AoE to speak of for a while. Okay. So I'm going to do this because, again, I want to preserve my board presence, and I'm actually going to just go... So the debate here is, do I go face and put him to 15, allowing me to lethal him very shortly after? I think that is the play. Because the other plays, if I didn't think I had enough early game burst, I would go ahead and kill the Acolyte, so it denied him an extra draw step. But I want him to spend this mana drawing here. Or her. Him, her, they. I want them to spend that extra mana drawing. And so it looks like they're trying to set up for a Blizzard, but they don't know that if they don't do anything, they're dead. Frost Nova, okay. So next turn is turn 5, they can't have anything.
I don't have enough mana.
I should have left that first. I thought I miscounted my mana, but so there's the second Frost Nova, and he's pinging to set up for a Blizzard. So I think I just make a Frost Giant, or make a stupidly large creature. Yeah, so this should actually have been Imp Gang Boss. That was a bad play on my part. I should have life tapped first, and this should have been a Gang Boss. I'm gonna follow up here with these two, in case he has like the Absolute Nut Draw and has the Re-Blizzard. But I just want to present lethal in a resilient way. Alright, can I kill them? I have 10 damage next turn. So we need to find out first which secret this is. Okay, so that's block, so we need to life tap. And we need to set up the best Flame Strike. Like, they don't have that many free spells left. They used up a Blizzard, they used up both Frost Novas, they don't have a Doomsayer left. Or they used up a Doomsayer. The Arcane Intellecting, which means that so we can put them to exactly 1 and then pop. And then... because they don't have any Frost Novas left, they can't Blizzard this turn. At most, they can, like, double Ice Lance. Or they can put up a secret, in which case if we had 15, we can deal 7, and then 7 again, and then pop it. So I think they're just dead this match.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Okay, so is there a way to... Yes, okay. So what we need to do is we need to kill Mad Scientist before we pop the secrets. Okay. We hit. Proc the barrier. Put him to 4. Put him to 1. Pop the block. We just life tap to get more cards. Put a gang boss on the board. So there's no way they can really deal with this board. I mean, like, they can Blizzard, but we can Mortal Coil one of them away and Doomguard. So it's like Blizzard Ice Block buys them a singular turn.
What to do? What to do?
So they're going to be in the tank for a while this turn because they're trying to figure out how to not be dead, and I don't think they can do it.
What to do? What to do?
Because, like, even Healbot doesn't even buy any time. I kill the Healbot, kill them. Healbot Ice Block still doesn't do it because I have... so they have the Ice Block. Oh, but the thing is, it takes 4 power off the board and adds 2 power to the board. Okay, so it doesn't add 2 power. Okay, so first things first, we find out what secret it is. It's block again. So we life tap. And I think we just want to put things out of Blizzard range. It doesn't really matter. I don't think they can win.
I bring life.
No, they're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got there. So the secret against Freeze Mage is you need to know how the deck works. If you know how the deck works and all the important turns, because it's just a very, it has an optimal way to be played. And so, basically, if you know how the deck works and you know what the optimal play would be, you can basically take advantage of the deck and beat it a lot of the time. Your deck has to be able to take advantage of knowing what they were doing, so if you're just playing like Phase Hunter, a lot of the times you can't do anything if they have the right hand. But as you saw there, I was able to make sure every turn was a bad turn for them. What are we at in the time? We're at 24. Wow, what a creative name. Alright, so this is actually one of the bad matchups, the Combo Rogue. We ship everything. This is actually a decent start. So we're just gonna play the Egg next turn. A Zombie Chow Rogue. That's new. So I don't think we want to give up a Blade Flurry turn, but we also don't want to leave this Zombie Chow on board and not do anything. So this leaves up Deadly Poison, face Blade Flurry, which is really awkward. But Void Terror is similarly bad because of Sap. Or Backstab Blade Flurry. So what I need to do is get to the later stages of the game without taking too much damage so that I can do things like Boom and Sea Giant and Mal'Ganis that they can't actually kill off. Prep Blade Flurry? Do you just have the God Hand? He does. He just has an absurd hand. Okay. Alright, well that's gone. So let's see what he used. 4 cards to deal with my 3. He does have the Phantom Knives too. God. Alright, so we Egg Terror here. Like I just need to keep playing threats until he can't deal with them. And ideally, I make him run out of answers before Boom. It's like next turn is probably going to be Life Tap to find demons and Void Color. Oh, and I can afford to Life Tap. Pick your poison. It's like, honestly, even getting a 3/3 back out of this isn't terrible. Well, next turn can be absurd. We'll have 8 mana, so we can Power Overwhelming a Boombot, drop Gang Boss, hit with Boombot, Void Terror the Boombot, getting Doomguard. Is that lethal? 5, 12, 14... Shiving me. Am I in danger? I don't think so.
Ha, this guy's toast.
And we even get a taunt. Okay. So we need to play the taunt, play the Gang Boss, play the Power Overwhelming, hit here, hit here, Void Terror here, so he's gonna like next level me and vanish here. Holy... You're kidding me.
Well played.
Oh, okay. Holy... I thought he was gonna have something else to go with that. Malygos Rogue, out of nowhere. Alright, we're at 30 minutes. I'm gonna go get lunch. I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and I'll be right back on for what is possibly the last session of us climbing to Legend. So, drop a share, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and we'll see what we can get out of this. I'll see you next time.